want to know how many of y'all watched the new show on Startz Sunday at 9 o'clock called Blindspotting. I heard it's basically after a movie that was made in 2018. So they brought it to TV. I actually finally got to watch it over this weekend. And let me tell you, it is straight up madness. Yo, it is bananas. And I said, this show, I like. This show is about a dysfunctional family who ain't got no rules or no boundaries for nobody. Yo, when I tell you things got crazy, it got crazy. This show actually reminds me of a comedy, drama, theatrical. It also gives me some Spike Lee vibes, and I definitely love a Spike Lee movie. So let's get into this review of this episode. It is the new year. Everybody is turning up. Everybody is celebrating. You know what I'm saying? We want to have a good time for the new year. Ashley turned the corner from getting alcohol so she could celebrate with her man. And her man is in handcuffs. Clink, clink. Okay? For the new year. And they taking him to the police car. And she don't know the financial information. She is screaming out, what is the password? What is the credit cards at? And he like, I'm not going to give you that information, screaming that out in public, okay? So, she is just like every other lady who don't know nothing that is going on financially in her household because the men take care of the responsibility. So, she is left not knowing where none of this stuff is, okay? And they're about to put him to the police car. And she wants to give her boyfriend her jacket, and she do so. And when she do, her house keys is inside that jacket. And I said the police were very nice because however they reprehend you, that's how they take you out. That means if the police find you naked, they taking you out naked. They're not going to give you time to put no clothes on or anything. So the police officer was nice to him to allow her to give him a jacket. Okay? Ashley is actually speaking into poetry. Okay? And I thought her words was powerful. If you like poetry, you're going to like what she's saying. And this is what she says. Let me remind you. You don't know these people. Stick close to me and I guide you. We are close for the hope to our lives to be. Remind me, don't let these brick walls divide you. I have to stay tough for these minutes. I have to be tough mom to these ladies. It might just break me, but I was born to sew stitches. So, Lord help me. I will show you how solid I roll with my business. You dig? I actually like the words from the poetry. What does the poetry mean to you? I actually believe that no matter what you're going through, you have to have tough skin and a tough mind. Don't let your circumstance break you down, even if your man is going to jail or not. Okay? Don't let nothing, your circumstance, tear you down. It's only going to be for a little while. That's what it meant to me. I don't know what it meant to you or what you got out of poetry. I definitely love poetry. I grew up on poetry, actually. And we did poetry in school. Okay? I love poetry. So, after her poetry, so Ashley goes see her man in jail. And she asks him that are there going to be any charges? And he said, of course there's going to be charges because they caught him with something. So now that Miles was caught with drugs and everything, Ashley and her son is going to be facing eviction because The landlord seen everything because he was standing across the street. Let me tell you, if you live in the hood, your neighbor's going to be nosy. That's not a given. Even your landlord. They ain't going to see everything that you're doing, okay? That, you can't hide that, alright? You can't hide that. Since Ashley is on the outside facing everything on her own, and her man Miles is inside the jail, she is worrying about her next move. And her man wants to make everything easy on her, so he wants his baby mother and son to move in. His mother, Raimi, and his sister, Trish. And Ashley don't even want to do that because she don't even get along with Trish. And Ashley asks Miles, can he talk to Trish to calm all that rah-rah down? Because if you watch the show, Trish is something else. Okay? She is a piece of work. When I say a piece of work. And I see why Ashley and Trish don't get along. And it seemed like everything was just looking up for Ashley and Miles because they moved in. They got nice furniture. They both had stable jobs. And everything just came trembling down because he got caught with the drugs on him. So instead of 2 incomes, it's really 1 income that's coming in. And she like her paycheck can hold her over until she moves in with his mom. Miles actually want Ashley to get Yorkie and the boys to help her move to his mom. And Ashley is like, she don't want him to do it because Yorkie is a hoe. Okay? At the end of the day, she don't know if he is able to stop his hoish ways to even move boxes. Okay, first of all, the visit to the jail was crazy. If you seen the ending, it was crazy. Cause Ashley asked him, was he scared? And he looked back before he answered, and all the inmates was cloning everything Miles was doing. They looked back while he looked back. So while he looking at the inmates is looking at him. He moved forward, they move forward. Okay? He like, hell no, I'm not scared. And then quietly, he like, hell yeah, I'm scared. I thought that was funny to me. I thought that was funny. And Ashley was cursing, so the guard was telling her to stop cursing. Miles is just going off. He like, nah, go. He like, go. Who you ever talking to, son? Yo, Miles was wilding for no reason. He said no, cause nah, you don't let people talk to you like that. All the guard said was stop cursing, and Miles went off. Child, I thought that was unnecessary, but hey, he's the one sitting in there, so I guess you have to be tough to show that you ain't no punk. I don't know. And Ashley actually apologized to the guard. She said sorry. He like, no, babe, you don't let people talk to you like that. I said the guard wasn't even mean. He just said no cursing. That's all he said. So he actually want Ashley to go. And when Ashley got up, when it was time for Ashley to go, they both had matching tattoos. So when Miles put his arm up to the window, she put her arms to the window. And then when she left, this was straight up sci-fi and out of the Twilight Zone. The inmates was doing the same thing as Miles. They was putting their hands towards the glass as Ashley was leaving. You had to see it. You can't tell me that was not straight up sci-fi or Twilight Zone. Yo. You can't tell me that was not. When they were doing like this, and they was all doing it at the same time. And that is not cloning at its best. That is cloning straight up sci-fi, straight like Twilight Zone. That was crazy. You had to see it for yourself to notice that was crazy. You had to see it. That the inmates was cloning everything Miles did. What do you think that message means? That everybody in the world is watching you and they repeating everything you do? Or it's like really aliens out in this world and they mimicking everything we do on Earth. I don't know. You figure it out. You figure it out. I don't know. But that definitely was a message when the inmates was standing up and then they was leaning back like Miles was doing. Yo, that was definitely a message to me. Ashley is at home packing while her son's sitting in a box, which I thought was cute. And she is explaining to her son that they have to move in with his grandmother and his aunt Trish. And she tells him that the father is not coming. And the father's actually in Minnesota with his uncle. Child, I don't know why she did not tell the boy the truth. Do you think Ashley should have told her son the truth that her father was in jail? Because I know I would. I'd rather my child hear it from me than hear it from somebody else. I said your father did a bad thing, and the reaction was he had to go to jail. Period. You think he was too young to be told that or no? Because how long you think Ashley is going to be able to hide that information from? And while she's packing, child, she got her pink vibrator in her hand and it is going off in her hand. I know she probably haven't used that thing in a while. So since her man is going to jail, she got to be satisfied in some kind of way. They say, don't energize the battery, keep going and going and going. Hold on. It is moving day and Ashley and her son is sitting outside. And a girl pulls up in the car. She like, I heard you talking mad stuff about me last night. And Ashley looked closer. It's her longtime friend Janelle. Janelle, she come back from wherever she been, because she been somewhere for a long time. Chad, she wanted to surprise Ashley, okay? And that's exactly what she did. She like, what's up? When did you get back? She like the other day I wanted to pull up and surprise you to let you know I'm back in town, alright? And here comes Yorkie pulling up to the car, stopping from what he doing to get into their conversation to holler at Janelle. He like, I'm down with that jungle fever. He like, what's up? Ashley is like, will you get your eggplant out of this conversation and stop being creepy? Yorkie is like, don't confuse creepy with confidence. And Janelle was straight clowning him. You know what I'm saying? She like, next contestant. Next contestant, honey. Yo. They was a fool. One of the movers asked could they have Ashley Cow. He like, it matched my wallpaper, yo. I thought that was funny. And I thought that was hilarious. Ashley said, no, you cannot have my couch. Put it in storage. Thank you. Ashley tells her son to say goodbye to the house and Rob and get in the car. Ashley actually made a slick comment to Rob. She's like, ain't nobody care about Brooklyn. This is the Bay. First of all, Brooklyn will always be on the map. The best celebrities then and today come from Brooklyn. You got the Wayans. You got Chris Rock. You got Little Kim, Foxy Brown. You got Jay-Z. You got Biggie Smalls. You got Pop Smoke. And so many artists that come straight out of Brooklyn. So Brooklyn won't always be on the map. You see Miles' mother, Raimi, walking up the street with her shopping cart and she jamming to her music. She like this. Hey, you better get it. You better get it, girl. You better get it, girl. You better get it, girl. Nah, she just jiving, okay, to the music, all right? And I don't blame her. I like people like this. They can walk in the street and just do their thing. Mind their business. Know what I'm saying? And the girl actually joins her with her dancing. I like, y'all better get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. So she gets in the house. Oh my God. Child. Everybody got cheeks out. Everybody is in full adult entertainment clothes. I really don't know how old these ladies are, okay? I don't know how old they are. But let me tell you something. These girls are half dressed while Trish's mother is walking in the house. And Trish thinks this is okay to be half naked in front of her mama. I like, how many of y'all would be dressed like this in front of your mother, or have your friends like this and dressed in front of your mother? The mother want to know why she not done. All the ladies say hi to her Trish mom. And Trish was supposed to be done by the time her mom got back. Mother want her to put some pants on and be done with the living room because the mother want to use the space. And she said, we had an agreement and you breached both agreements. Yeah, she read it up all the time. And she want the girls to get dressed and get out of there before Ashley brings her son. And to me, Trish is disrespectful. I like, this is how you talk to your mama. This is not how I would talk to my mama, but I was raised differently. Everybody is not raised the same. Trish is using her living room to bring in clientele for her new business. Trish want to start a unionized club for the ladies that's run by ladies. It's like FUBU. For us, by us. But just by the girls. Okay? That's basically it. Okay? And she is arguing her mother down to put on clothes and not want to use the space. She think she wants to create a sex worker's look. I said not a sex worker's look. I like, do she know what sex workers means? Actually, sex workers was actually coined by Carol Lane, who is a sex activist and actually was in this type of industry. I have nothing wrong with sex workers if it's by your own choice and you're not being forced into it. Because there are ladies who choose to sell their bodies on their own. And no matter what you say, that's what they plan to do. I like, if nobody is forcing you, kidnapping you, and trying to force you into it, all by means, do what the hell you have to do. I'm not going to stop you from doing what you want to do. Okay? I am not the governor. I'm not here to govern no one. You do what you please that fits for you. Because there are ladies who willingly choose to have sex for money. That's none of my business. You do what you do. I don't disrespect nobody, first of all. I have respect. At the end of the day, sex workers are human. They have rights as well. And I'm all for human rights no matter who you are. Doesn't matter. I'm all for human rights, period. And I'm like, why she want to create that thing, sex worker? Why she want to put that imagery out there? People have this idea of sex workers of being glamorous. And sex work is not glamorous at the end of the day. You have sex workers who wear jeans and a t-shirt and Jordans. You have sex workers who use Craigslist to handle their business and have clients actually come to their home. Okay? Sex work is not always glamorous because you have to deal with the bad side. At the end of the day, you have to deal with safety. You have to deal with your health if you're protecting your health. And I said, if you're going to do this job, make sure you getting people tested and the results come back accurate. Because some people could take tests and the test is not even accurate at all. And sex work is actually having sex for money. Okay? There is no other way around that. There's no other way around that. Sex workers have been around since the Bible days. As Mary Magdalene, she was a sex worker in the Bible as well. If she wasn't, then why Jesus said, you have many men and they're not yours? I thought Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. She wasn't a prostitute? Because I thought she was. So, sex work has been around for a long time. Oh, at the end of the day, I don't like how Trish was talking to her mom. She was like, why don't you effing support me? And her mom was like, I effing support you. I'm like, what kind of household is this? Why is she talking to her mom like that? I think this is a free will. I let my children do what the hell they want to do. And this is how they grow up kind of household. I assume. But, so Trish and Rainy is in the kitchen. And Trish want to know why Miles' baby mother is coming here. If the son want to stay, he could stay. But Ashley had to find somewhere else to go. Because Miles never put a ring on Ashley's finger. So the movers is at the house. At Rainy's house. And they taking out the boxes. But as they taking out the boxes, you see them moving like this. As they moving out the boxes, they like dancing and moving the boxes at the same time, which I thought was cute. I thought it was cute, and I liked it. Yorkie is in the house. He see all these girls like half naked. He like, what kind of operations, yo? Yorkie is crazy. Son, that he was so excited to see how these half naked girls in the living room. He like, what kind of operation is this on a Wednesday? Tell me what kind of operation is this, y'all. Let me tell you, if you doing anything illegal, Yorkie will get you in trouble, son. I swear to God. He was so excited to see those half naked girls in the living room. Okay, child, I cannot. If my mother tell me to put on pants, that's to believe I'm running to go put on pants. I'm not going to debate with my mother on why I should not put on pants, first of all. Okay, that is not how that's going to go. She said put on pants, that's exactly what I'm going to do. The mother tells them about Lusty Lady. She said it was the first you and I sex work where it was run by dancers and staff, and it really didn't work. Sean is in karate class, and he is learning karate. And he's actually a white belt. You have Janelle and Ashley in the back. And Janelle is actually being a girlfriend to Ashley, because Ashley is worried about what did she get herself into. Because she's looking at Trish's Instagram, and it is looking like nothing but a sex den, okay? Janelle is like, I need you to be here with me. Janelle is like, we are in a cosmic rebirth. And she begins to quote an Indonesian proverb. That says, be a beetle that lives in a flower garden. Don't be a fly that lives on trash hills. I thought what you were saying was hilarious. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if that's a real Indonesian proverb. But I thought that thing, what she was saying was funny. Actually turned to her like, are you high? Are you high? And Janelle busts out and said, hell yeah, I'm high. Whatever Janelle was, they did not play about weed, and she could not have it. She was like, they give you a death sentence if you smoke weed there. So I'm like, where the hell Janelle was if she couldn't smoke weed and they give you a death sentence for that? Oh my God. I like, was she with the Indonesian monks? Was she in Indonesian jail? I don't understand where the hell she was. Was she in Indonesian rehab? I'm gonna try to interpret what that probably means. Like, a black beetle is actually good and helps your flower garden to actually grow. And like, Ashley have to be the beetle in her environment and actually nourish whatever environment she in, so she can have it to grow beautifully. And don't be a fly to trash hill. Is like, even though your environment might be trash, don't become a product of your environment and don't adapt and picking up the bad behavior of your environment. So either you want to be the beetle or you want to be the fly. You want to contribute to your environment, or you want to develop the bad behavior of your environment and make it even more trashy. That's what I'm assuming. What do you think that Indonesian proverb means? I'm trying to interpret stuff, okay? What do you think that means? Alright? I like, this is opening my mind, honey. It's opening my mind, honey. Let's get it together, alright? Janelle actually pulls up in front of Ramy's house. But Janelle is actually a next door neighbor of Ramy. She actually lives next door to them. And she sees she has a new roommate. And she like, I got to set some boundaries with this new roommate. Yo. Clearly, Janelle know about boundaries and Ramy house do not. Okay? Ashley actually gets in the house with her son. And Ramy takes their things and tell them where they can stay. She was like, you can stay in Miles' room. And tells them that there's a box upstairs with things in it. And Ashley's son, Sean, is bouncing the ball in the house. And she tells him to stop bouncing the ball in the house. And Sean is doing what he want to do. And Trish tells Ashley to leave him alone. He could bounce the ball all he wants to. Furthermore, boundaries crossed. If Ashley tell her son to stop bouncing that basketball, that's exactly what he should have did. Stop bouncing the basketball. The aunt should not be telling the mother that he should be bouncing a basketball in the house. There are no rules in this house, okay? And people is always overstepping their boundaries. No child should be playing ball in the house. You play ball on the outside, not inside the house, okay? And it's like, already Trish is overstepping her boundaries with the mother when she tells him to stop playing the basketball. And Ashley tells Ramy that it's not going to be that long because we're not staying that long. And Ramy is aware that Ashley did not tell Sean where his father really is. Yo, there's a girl that comes out the room with no shirt on. She has no bra on. Her boobs are all out. Nothing is covered. And Ashley's son actually sees this, and this is when he stopped bouncing the ball, when he see boobies! And he is just staring with his eyes wide open. Yo, this house is bananas. Trish actually introduced them while Ashley is covering her son's eyes, alright? She like, this is Jack Gay and this is y'all. The girl stands there for a while talking with no shirt on in front of Ashley's son while she's covering her son's eyes, okay? And she tells the girl to go put an effing shirt on, like now, okay? I like, that's not even her friend's house. Why is her friend walking around with no shirt on? Once again, can I say, what kind of household is this? What kind of household? When do your friend walk around topless? With your mama in the house? What? What? I can't with Trisha and her friends. I can't. If I had a daughter like Trish, we would be butting heads every day. Every friggin' day. Because I cannot put up with that. No. Trish tells Ashley that she's creating content for her business. And she uses the living room remotely until she found a permanent spot. And that's where Ashley will be staying downstairs on the couch sleeping. So we gonna see how that works out. Child, I cannot. Ashley actually goes into Miles' room and she breaks into poetry. A lockbox, R.I. and he. A 12-year-old clock got us bonded deep. We crisscrossed ourselves a doctrine till it was our policy. We built the Church of Truth with rough tongues and hid the gun from company. We just built ourselves a temple from the ruins we grew up in. Now the rugs pull free. I said, I'm trying to interpret what that means. It's like that even though her man is locked up, she is locked up also with him. And they've been together like 12 years. And during those 12 years, it's been rough. And through the rough times, they actually built a solid ground where they would stay true to each other, no matter if people seen it or not, or if their family know it or not. I'm thinking. And they actually built themselves a safe place based on the dysfunctional they was raised up on. They finally actually got it together. And since the man went to jail, the rug was pulled from under them. That's what I'm thinking. That's my interpretation. What do you think the poetry means? Okay? After she get done with the poetry, she opened a green box. She sees a photo of him and her together, and then she sees a jewelry box. And she opened up the jewelry box, and it's actually a ring. She is gasping, and she begins to cry. She puts the ring on, and it actually fits. Okay? And the mother Rainey actually enters in. And actually turns around with her hands up in the air like this, with the ring on her finger. And Rainey is like, what is going on? And she keeps showing the ring to her. And Rainey is like, he proposed to you? He proposed to you? And she like, and Rainey actually goes to mess it up. She tells actually to picture another place, because this is not the best setting because he's not here. Rainey actually gets on her knees to pretend like she's her son to propose to Ashley. I said, oh no, she didn't. What? Ashley tells her to get up. I like, oh my God, Rainey ruined it. And furthermore, I don't think it's a proposal. Because for me to think it is a proposal, I feel like a man got to say, will you marry me? For it to be a proposal. There was not even a paper in the box that said, will you marry me? So I thought it wasn't a proposal. And at the end, I was actually right. This was not a proposal. So Rainey actually offers to go to the taco truck with her, and actually agrees to go with her. So they go down to the taco truck, and Rainey she actually know a man named Rick Ayers, who used to be Miles' high school teacher and preschool cook, and now is an ordained minister. And she want Rick Ayers to do the wedding while he's in jail. Ashley tell Rainey not to tell nobody because she don't want nobody to know. And I said, here come Trish once again, being a damn troublemaker, getting in Ashley's face, trying to school her what a sideshow is. Okay? Ashley tells her, I've been going to a sideshow since you was 6 years old. Okay? So I'm assuming Trish is 18 or in her 20s. Okay? I'm not really sure how old Trish is. She asks her, are you still working on that plantation hotel? Answering to that white privilege bell. Yo. And Ashley says yes. And the name of it is the Architects Hotel. Okay? I said she's a concierge. I said, first of all, concierge make money. That's what I don't know how much they make, but I always thought concierge make money. There's nothing wrong with working in a hotel. At the end of the day, I'd rather work somewhere where it's legal, where I'm getting legal money, than doing stuff illegal. Alright? Why people who are always trying to start their business, trying to make people feel bad for working? Do you. Okay? They don't let nobody make you feel bad because you work. Get out of here. Everybody cannot be an entrepreneur. There's nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. But stop trying to make people who work feel bad about working. Come on now. Let's cut that out. Alright? And Trish could be a little bit annoying. Like, she could be annoying, son. I swear to God. And then it like breaks out into this Broadway thing where everybody breaks out into dance. Like, let me show you what the Trizzle did. Let me show you what the Trizzle did. First of all, I don't even know what the Trizzle dance is. People rolling their cars in circles on the main street. I like, we doing this in a public street where everybody was just happy and dancing. Ashley reads her son a bedtime story and tells him to go to bed. And she actually gets a call. And she like, go to bed, I mean it. And she goes outside to smoke her cigarette and answer the phone. The call that Ashley receives is from Miles. She asks him, are you using a jail phone or an illegal phone? And he actually got an illegal phone that was smuggled up somebody's butt. And he like, it's small. It's a small phone. Yo, Miles is crazy. Tells her, I'm calling to check on you and how everything is at his mom. She like, we made it. We here. What else you want? And he tells her that he love her. They tell each other they love each other. He tells her, do not look in the green box. There's nothing in there. He like, don't go through there. So this is a confirmation he never proposed. Cause if he proposed, he would have mentioned the ring. He would like, how did you like the ring? Does it fit? And he would have said, you would have been my wife. You will be my wife forever. But he don't say none of that. He said, don't look in the box. There's nothing in there. And I know she felt some kind of way because she already did. And she know right now in her heart it wasn't a proposal. So after she get off the phone, there's a black dude who don't have his face covered with a weapon in his head. He was like, give up that ring. Give up that ring. So Ashley is scared. So she actually give up the ring. Trish actually sees this and actually come outside because she know the dude is Antonio. She like, give my sister back her ring. First of all, you ain't no shooter. She like, I know where you from. You're from Albany. And you used to be in a musical and you used to play the flute. So stop playing with me. He like, that's not your sister. She like, that is my sister. And Trish asks, what did he take from you? And Ashley said, my engagement ring. Trish actually made Antonio give back the engagement ring. And Trish was shocked. She was like, an engagement ring? Engagement ring? So Ashley actually get the ring back. And Trish was like, stop playing with me before I had everybody light this block up. Trish thinks she's a gangster. I don't know if she's a gangster or not. So after the dude leave, Trish was going to go into the house. But Trish circled back around and tell her, you're not my effing sister. And Ashley's like, you need to address that anger to your brother. I don't know what we did for you to have that much hatred towards me. And Trish was like, you want to clear the air now? We going to clear the air right now. She asked Ashley, did you tell my brother not to help me with my business? And Ashley's like, hell yeah, I told your brother not to help you with your business. Because you was a liability and she did not want to put Trish on their credit because Trish don't know nothing about running a business. And Ashley was honest as could be. Trish was like, what happened to the real gangster that you used to be? And Ashley said, you don't have to be a gangster all the time. When you're an adult, you can't flex on people when you want to. And if she would have flexed on that dude, she would have wound up dead or in jail. And Ashley is thinking about her son. She don't want her son. Ashley don't want to leave her son with Raimi or Trish to take care of her son. She said, if I leave my son with y'all, that would be her worst nightmare. Because her son is going to be on a pole and smoking by the second grade. I like, that's really terrible. And Trish thinks this is a joke. She like, there is no age requirement for her business. Yo, I like, Trish is a mess. I can't. She's like, you're a 32-year-old homeless. Your baby daddy's in jail. And almost got your pockets ran until I put you on my credit. Yo, Trish is terrible. I ain't gonna lie. She is a terrible character. We are human. We all gonna fall short somewhere. We all have been homeless one point of a time. Our bank account been flat, no money. We all have been broken one point of time in my life. I said, my God, you don't have to kick somebody while they down. My God, if somebody is down, damn, give them a hand and lift them up. My God, she is just being dirty towards Ashley, and I don't like it. Ashley feel like she almost broken, son. She feel like she almost broken down, like she about to cry. And a man clears his throat, and it's the next door neighbor. It's Janelle's roommate. He like, congratulations, yo. Ashley storms into the house. I believe she checks on her son, and then she goes to her bedroom, the couch. She gets the vibrator, and she begins to pleasure herself, and she is moaning and feeling good. And here comes Raimi busting into the living room, messing with the door. She like, you want this clothes? And she startled Ashley, and the vibrators falls. And all you hear is a vibrator noise. And Trish is there too. And Ashley is apologizing. She's like, I'm sorry. And Raymond like, there is no apologies. This is your house too. And Trish was like, what was that vibrating? She was like, oh, she masturbating? Yo, I cannot. These people crazy. These people are bananas. I'm telling you. I like the show, but it's a lot of dysfunction in this show. But it keep you entertained, honey. This show will keep you entertained, but it's a lot of dysfunction, child.